Episode number 17 of the Unnamed Show. Raiders' big road win.
Moon-themed resort set to launch in Vegas.
EDC at the Motor Speedway.
And Celine Dion postpones her shows at Resorts World.
Let's check it out. And we are here for the Unnamed Show.
But super excited, jumped out, running all over the house.
Anything Vegas, pretty much.
Everything Vegas. I don't know if that's the case.
Oh, you
And
gotta
they're like hanging out,
see
doing
what happens.
nothing. Hey, what's going on? It's episode number 17 of the Unnamed Show. I'm Brendan King from the Brendan King Group at Simply Vegas.
And I'm Caroline Lauzon from the Brendan King Group at Simply Vegas.
What's going on, Caroline?
Not much. Just
Another unnamed show.
Yes.
Yeah. So, of course, as always, text VIP to 702-553-1955. If you'd like to join our text list, text VIP to 702-553-1955. And you can get on our text list for all sorts of different things, whether it's market, update, food, wine, whatever it is we're trying to get together as far as events are concerned, text us. So weather, holy cow.
Yes.
It is nice.
It is nice in Vegas.
Yeah.
I gotta love the fall and the spring in Vegas. It's so perfect. I wish it was always like this.
I know. This is like LA always,
Yes.
but we get it for like all winter.
Yeah, exactly. But it's pretty nice. The weather is going to be nice and a little chilly for EDC, so people are going to get to enjoy being outside for the 3-day festival.
As opposed to the old date when it was like
Yes, when it was
105
so
degrees.
hot. Yeah, totally. So Friday, partly cloudy with highs of 83, low of 56. Saturday, partly cloudy, 76 and 55. And Sunday, partly cloudy, high of 79 and low of 59. So perfect weather for being outside and enjoying some loud music.
And the hundreds of thousands of people that are going
Yes.
to come to EDC.
Mm-hmm. It's literally perfect.
So what is EDC?
It's a big music festival,
Yeah.
Electronic Daisy Carnival,
Yeah.
I believe is what it stands for. Very popular. Hundreds, like you said, hundreds of thousands of people just come to town to enjoy the electronic music. But it's so much more than that.
Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
yeah,
The
it's-
That is
cosmic
crazy.
meadow, the kinetic field,
Yeah.
nomad's land, wasteland. Like, oh my.
Hey,
This is
Brendan, have you
insane.
ever been?
No, I haven't actually. Yeah.
We should go. This is the year we should go. What do you
We
think,
should
guys?
go.
I don't know if I have a proper outfit for this. I'm gonna have to do some shopping,
Let's go
definitely.
to the Halloween store. I'm sure we can get something. This
We'll
is
just
it.
wear our Halloween costumes a
for
week
sure.
early.
But definitely check out the link. There's so much to do there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have the link below, and it's got.
It's like a
website
carnival
is
slash concert slash rave. It's pretty much a rave.
Yeah.
It's a rave, like hyped up.
There's shuttles from the strip, and it's really well organized. It's great. If you have a chance, or if you want to go last minute, there's also really cheap tickets. If you want to really last minute, I know some people who just
Yeah, and I know a
decide
lot
to go
of
last minute, so it's possible. If
I
you
know a
haven't
lot of
gotten your pass.
Airbnb owners are making a killing
Yeah,
this week. So if you
absolutely.
are an Airbnb owner, congrats. I know this is your biggest week of the year.
Yeah.
And then obviously on the sports note, we are looking good. The Raiders win 34-24 over the Broncos, which now they've actually moved up in the rankings. I know you're a massive football fan. But
hockey.
I know you're a hockey fan. So current ranking with NFL.com, they've actually moved from 18 to 15. And on ESPN, they've moved from 17 to 13.
That's exciting.
So honestly, they're looking really, really good. New coach, well, temporary coach, but he's been doing a great job, and it sounds like everybody's really excited right now.
Yeah, to get the road win was
It's huge.
Everything that happened was incredible. man.
Yeah,
It was great.
after a lot of drama in town for a little while, I think that was a happy change for everybody to have a big win out of town. So we actually have a ton of stuff for you today. And speaking of Raiders, they kick off on Sunday, 1:05 p.m. at Allegiant Stadium, and it's against the Eagles. My mom's originally born in the Philadelphia area. My uncle was a huge Eagles fan. I've got a good friend in LA that I'm going to have to start a text war with on Sunday at 1:05. He's going to get a big old Raiders helmet in his text. But yeah, so good luck to the Raiders on Sunday against the Eagles. All my family back east are done because the Raiders are going to move up again.
And they get a bye week after that, so they can
a little rest.
heal up a little bit.
Yeah, we're good.
If we can win going into the bye, that's going to be awesome.
David's our local sports, our sports master, our sports enthusiast. So if you always hear him in the God mic, giving us the real deal. And then, so that's going to be great. And then moving on to another like big win. Somebody recently purchased a house and completely remodeled it. And you're what, 80-90% of the way there?
Yeah, I would say 90%, just the outside and the fireplace area. But yeah, it was a complete remodel.
If David's our resident sports master, then you're our resident designer for sure.
I love it. I love it so much. And I walked into that place and you'll see, it was pretty ugly. And I just saw the potential. I like the layout. I like the location where it was. And, it's nice to see it come to life as usual. I was like, okay, this, and then it's coming to life. So
and we've kind of seen the progression, and we'll check out some photos here. There's honestly, oh my God.
So this is how
this is after.
This is what I fell in love with. Can you imagine? Like all this wallpaper and the original kitchen, the appliances were, except the microwave, everything was original, very old wallpaper.
Vintage, I like to say.
Yeah, it was very vintage. Let's just put it this way. But we went ahead and redid everything, new cabinets, new counter.
So even just those two shots right there, what can you say that you replaced there? Like, did you rip out all the cabinets?
All the cabinets, new countertops, new appliances, backsplash, and then those beautiful shelves. I just got to give a big shout out to Reclaimed Secrets. Yep. It's a little local wood shop.
I know you keep telling us we need to do like a team thing there. My wife would love it too.
It's amazing what they can do. His brother actually goes and cuts the trees, and so he sends them here, brings them here, and so these are like.
Are they like beetle trees that have been damaged? Like, are they just like, where do they get the? Because it's reclaimed wood, right?
Yeah. Well, we'd have to ask Andrew Moore,
at
who's
Reclaimed
the owner.
Secrets.
All the details on the wood and where they get it, but it's unreal. They do anything. You walk in there and it's pieces of wood. You say, okay, I want walnut, and I want to do a mantle. I want a table. They do the epoxy in the middle.
So they do the living
custom.
edge.
Yes.
Like, that's my favorite. And those shelves were living edge. Like, did they have or were they square
in
edge?
In the back, there's a little bit, but in the front, I had asked to make it square.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But in my previous house, I had the live edge.
I think I was picturing your old house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one looks so nice, though. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what was your budget for the whole renovation?
Around $20,000,
which is
for
great.
The whole house.
All new cabinets, all new appliances, like you said, paint, baseboards,
floors.
Door molding, floors, like that's a ton.
With all details, handles and lights and stuff. I'm sure I'm a little bit over. And of course, like carpet and tile I had to buy separately, but I got a killer deal on the tile. But overall, I would say around $20,000.
Great.
But the place is brand new from top to bottom, and very excited.
Look at this. Oh my God.
When I showed these pictures to my friends and I said, this is what I bought, they were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, look at that. That's like a complete transformation.
Yeah.
It looks great.
The floor, the herringbone is very in right now. It's a little bit sterile at the moment with the whites everywhere. And, I have a lot of little decor to still put and little love to put in there, but overall.
But I think we can show everybody as you get there and everything else. Like you did such a great job on your old home. It'll be cool to see even from here to what you do, but seeing it from what you originally got and what you have now is incredible.
And sometimes I think it's important for buyers out there to don't look at the decor. Like if you like the space, if you like the location
I'm assuming
of the
you
house,
kept that furniture, right?
All of it. But like look at the space. Do you like how it feels? Do you like how it flows? Is the tall ceilings? Because you can make it whatever you want inside. You can change the floors. You can paint. You can change the counters.
Especially nowadays, because you can get porcelain, wood-looking porcelain. Is that what you ended up choosing, or did you end up? Yeah, it's it looks like wood. Like I've had houses where I've had to go down and like scratch it just to see real? What it actually is. Because of the advent of printing and texture and the ability for machines now to make every single tile unique to another tile. Where back in the day, if you wanted to do a wood-looking tile, every single one was the exact same pattern, same texture, same everything. So that's what has made this so unique now, is that machines and manufacturing, they're able to do incredible things, which gives us the ability to do more for cheaper. And
Absolutely.
people are always scared, but honestly, one of the things we do all the time is have a contractor come and give you a bid and tell you what it's going to cost. So I just had a client move into Sun City. They're in the middle of ripping the whole house out. They were afraid at first. And I said, let's have a contractor come. I think you'll be surprised by the cost.
Yeah.
They're spending $20,000, baseboards, molding.
And this was our contractor that did the job.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
one
that's
that
right. You did, yeah.
Send all of our clients to.
Yeah.
He did all the work.
S&S Painting, Mahesh 𝐄𝐩𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐸. I can't say his last name, but S&S Painting is probably the best way to put it.
He's great. He's the
So,
best.
and on the plus side, whatever you've done, the values are going up anyway, and like you're adding value to the property as well.
Yeah.
And I think we have additional photos as well, right?
So this is probably the worst room in the house. The ceiling is
That
wallpaper.
killer
so
wallpaper.
everywhere, which was difficult to remove, but Mahesh is amazing, so he managed. But then we made it nice and clean.
Wow.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
so
quite
clean,
different, and it
and-
looks so much bigger. Haven't taken down that dark ceilings.
Yeah.
and-
Oh yeah. Yeah. And obviously, as you add decor and everything else, then
Yeah.
it'll just finish it off. But already,
Absolutely.
that's a massive change. And
Stay tuned for the finished.
that was that was the last photo we had, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from-
And in addition, everyone's afraid. They think the market's going to drop out of nowhere. We actually looked at an article recently from Zillow. I think it just came out a day or two ago. And Zillow actually predicts that home values are to grow 13.6% between September of 2021 and September of 2022, and end 2021 up 19.5% from 2020. So if you just put whatever value you did into that house and then add another 13.6% next year, you're already up.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you see even a lot of investors still purchasing right now, because where are you going to get 13.6% on your money, even in the current stock market situation? So, I think you're going to be okay. Obviously, we can't predict perfectly.
Yeah.
But another thing, this is interesting. So fastest growing cities for entrepreneurs. So in the top 5, it was, or I should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa Bay, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Vegas at number 6 at 39% growth in the entrepreneur side of the city, and in media and communications, software and IT services, and corporate services. So I thought that was really nice because it was not gaming and then more gaming.
Yeah.
It was actually
Other companies
IT
are-
and communications and what was the other one? Media, and then corporate services. So that means people who make LLCs for companies and who assist small businesses in their business. Those are great companies to have.
Yeah.
And it's not about slot machines and gaming tables and all that kind of stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm just
The
happy
city
to not
doesn't just
see it.
rely on tourism, which is good. The city is going to have its own
Yeah,
companies
we're-
outside of the casinos.
And we're building office buildings literally everywhere. Like
Yeah.
they seem to be literally everywhere, which I'm happy to see for sure. And then, so Zillow has paused home purchasing. So all of this is kind of funny to slap together because they're talking about the increase of value. So you'd think they're going to up their purchasing, but there was some logistical issues with Zillow as far as purchasing homes. So they've actually completely stopped their house flipping and purchasing business until the end of the year. So they acquired 3,800 homes in the second quarter. So April, May, June, they purchased 3,800 homes. That's 1 month worth of inventory,
That's crazy.
all bought up in 3 months by one buyer, which is crazy. And then they turn around and just sell them, and they make a small fee on that changeover, kind of like the Amazon style sale.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they will be back in January, but they have such a backlog right now that they're going to kind of hold it up. Well, could you imagine having 3,800 listings tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh my God. Just
It's
got
like,
anxiety.
yeah, you're like, we're going to organize, can you organize listing photos? It's like, yeah, for 3,800 homes. You can't even find enough photographers, all the things they need. People to walk through, operations people to walk through and tell what the renovations are. Like that's 3,800 houses to do that. You know what it's like for our 100 plus a year. It's pretty impressive. So I think they've hit their growing pains right
the
now.
year, so.
Yeah. And then I know you had something regarding developer that just broke ground, and it does have to do with gaming. But no, wait.
Actually, no.
It doesn't have to do with gaming. Yeah.
It doesn't. That's what's so exciting and different. The developer of an off-strip hotel has pushed back the planned groundbreaking date, but still aims to finish the towering projects 3 years from now. So it's an $850 million Las Vegas hotel.
But the catch is...
But the catch is no casino.
Yeah.
It's Majestic Las Vegas developer Lorenzo Dumani said he plans to start construction on the 720-room hotel in the first quarter of 2022. His roughly $850 million project would not have a casino and is aimed at business travelers. Majestic is what it's going to be called.
So this particular photo, I don't mean to interrupt, I apologize, but this is the crazy part that you're about to mention, and then once you mention it, I'm going to expand on that. I apologize for interrupting you, but go ahead.
No, it's across from the Las Vegas Convention Center, and it's slated to feature 35 corporate suites offered for sale from 10 million to 100 million.
So it's a 720.
It's like very important numbers.
It's 720 room hotel.
Yeah,
but they're gonna have 35 corporate suites for 10 million to 100 million. So like. That is just not heard of. There is no other hotel I can think of that has...
Right across from the convention center, so it couldn't be more...
It's genius. Small companies aren't going to buy that, but like a Amazon or a Microsoft may be like, yeah, we'll take a corporate suite, and then they'll send all their employees or guests to their suite in Vegas across the street from the convention center, and these suites are anywhere from 5,000 to 25,000 square feet. It's like,
and
hey,
the top 10 floors,
25,000 square feet.
Top 10 floors of the building. So beautiful views of the strip. And
it's like conference rooms and all sorts of crazy things like that. It's really a unique project for sure.
Look at the view. You're right in front of Caesars. So
yeah, easy.
That's Caesars. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It's an interesting project because 720 rooms,
and no casino. I think a lot of people enjoy not having that.
Yeah, and I think, no, you're good. We're just going to jump on each other all day.
It's just normal.
But like the crazy thing to me, and I think this is the reason they're doing it, is then you're there for work.
Yeah.
You're going to meet clients. You're going to go to a casino, but you want to get work done. You're going to go back to this corporate housing and go to the conference room, go to the meeting rooms and get work done.
Yeah.
So I think that was the point of it, was that now these companies can have somewhere neutral like Vegas that's super easy to get to from all over the world, have somewhere centralized that they can have these meetings and bring more businesses to Vegas, maybe? Who knows? I don't know. I hope so. But that was a mouthful because that was a lot of information, but important.
But it's very exciting.
Super important for sure. And then totally the opposite of what you're talking about. There's a land purchase for $55 million across the way from here, actually not too far. And it was purchased by the FAA. So FAA bought the land. It's actually adjacent to the airport. So I'm sure they'll build something airport related.
Yeah.
Because right where this red arrow is in the middle there, the airport's actually right there to the east.
Maybe like small planes.
I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully more people flying in on something. Who knows? UFOs. We've got so many space themed things in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
It's an UFO landing pad,
there you
possibly.
Go.
But
everything's possible in Vegas.
Well, and the funny thing is, right next to this land is the Fashion Show Mall, and I thought this was really cool. We have somewhere to bring our dog.
Yeah, so Fashion Show Mall on the Strip to become dog-friendly property. That's really exciting.
I thought it was for a day, but you said it's permanent.
Is permanent. Yeah, you can bring your dog shopping now, so that's very exciting. The dog lovers will soon be able to shop with their four-legged friends at the mall on the Las Vegas Strip. The new dog-friendly status comes in celebration of National Make a Dog Day, which is also Friday, October 22nd.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, next Friday. Yeah.
So
we can bring our dogs next Friday.
Yes, let's go.
I just picture like tons of poop bags inside the, you know what I mean? Like there's some things that come with that logistically that I'm going to be very interested to see.
Around,
like Louis Vuitton is not going to be happy.
But I don't know what the policy will be in the stores, but at least in the mall will be pretty exciting. And in celebration of the move, the mall is hosting an adoption event in partnership with local organization Heaven Can Wait Animal Society. I don't know if you've heard of them; they're great. Friday from 4 to 7, so you'll have the opportunity to meet adoptable dogs and learn more about Heaven Can Wait Animal Society. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
No, that's cool. I've actually never heard of this particular animal society, but now that I have, I'm going to look them up for
Yeah,
sure. It's
they're
always
great.
nice when they have organizations like this that can help people adopt dogs that
Yeah.
typically are on
Dogs that
on
need
their
home.
last.
There's so many dogs that need home.
Yeah, or so they're not euthanized, because I know most of the time once they have a dog for a certain length of time, then they'll typically be euthanized. So I think the Heaven Can Wait part of that is
Yeah.
what they're saving
trying to
them
find
from
home for-
euthanization. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is really cool. So in fact, this is the reason why I mentioned the UFO thing. This is the coolest yet oddest yet very Vegas thing in the world. A moon-themed resort to launch in Las Vegas. So a Canadian-based company. They're not based on the moon. They're actually in Canada, Canada, has announced plans for a 5.5 million square foot hotel whose signature feature will be a 1 in 75,000th size replica of the moon. I had to reread this a few times because I was like, they're legitimately building a hotel inside of a moon. And David had found some kind of slices where they've actually sliced up the way they're going to build this hotel. And I thought it was a good idea because this now will show kind of like how it's built up. So they have like a bottom section, which is convention center, loading docks, and just kind of business as usual. And then second section where there's meeting spaces, ballrooms, lounges, restaurants, spa, wellness. And obviously then you still have all the windows on the outside to see outside. And then the next level, they're showing you a below grade, which is where the convention space is, above grade, which is where the resort and everything has the spa. But then they have a living green wall that from downstairs outside, it'll be a whole green wall and that you can view from the first lower promenade, which is the first actual ground floor. And then from there, beach club, lagoon, typical Vegas, aquatic center, amphitheater, all the things that are entertaining. And then lounges, boutiques, discovery center, whatever that is, arena, concourse,
Nice
shuttle
club,
station,
arena,
a casino, merchandising,
shuttle
business center.
station.
Yeah. And then the next floor, so we're inside of, I'm not even going to give it away yet, actually. So hotel suites, there's going to be 2,000 of them. They're in the center of this whole complex with a shuttle station and club floor in the middle. And then on top of that is another set of 2,000 hotel suites. And then on top of that, another club floor. And then literally there's a lunar surface or lunar colony. So if you go and take the elevator past 2,000 floors, past another 2,000 floors, you sit on this lunar surface. And then above that is the actual moon. So downstairs, your rooms will look out onto this moon, but then there'll be this floor at the top of the 4,000 homes where you'll literally look up and you're on the moon. Like,
That is just crazy.
if nothing's more Vegas than this, then I don't know, tell me if there is. But this is like the Excalibur of the future. You know what I mean? Like back in the
Yeah,
day, it was
yeah,
like
when the pyramid
replicating
was- yeah.
things. Like now, this is using technology in such a crazy way. And then they'll have a lunar shuttle. I'm sure it's some kind of ride that takes you to your like rooms, or I don't know if it's a ride or like a shuttle that takes you to different places.
I am so intrigued.
And then this is kind of the whole thing rendered out. And whoa, like it's Epcot Center on trucks. And then of course the moon surface. So I'll be curious to see how they make this. It's going to have to be some sort of reflective material or something you can see through, because I'm sure they'll want the moon to show on the outside and
Yeah.
inside. So that where I'm a little confused is what kind of material that they'll use, glass or plastic. Here's
Concrete,
some just
steel, glass, aluminum.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And fiber composite. So the carbon fiber composite is my guess to be the exterior. I don't know. I'm not an architect. So 48 months build time, single phase. So they're going to do it all at once. So no second phase, no third phase. Overall height, 73 stories. Diameter, 650 feet. Sphere circumference, 2,042 feet.
Oh my God.
So nearly half a mile around the thing. So yeah, it's kind of nuts
That is just
and kind of
nuts.
cool at the same time. So car park, 2.2 million square feet. And then main superstructure is going to be 5.5 million square feet as well. LEED certified. So it's a little crazy, but they're still going to be gold LEED certified. And then building standards of 5-star and 5 diamond. Not in the hotel business, but 5-star, I would assume is out of 5 stars. So that's probably good. I'm sure it's not out of 10. And then financials, it's going to cost them $5 billion. It's going to make 1.8, and then all sorts of other accounting things that if someone was an investor would be very happy about.
I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be epic.
Did that even have the EBITDA, the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation? Yeah, so full financials on that $5 billion hotel is just another big thing coming to Vegas. But besides this, we have honestly a lot of other things, but just a little more information about that. 2,500 seat theater, so just as big as any Cirque theater.
Yep.
10,000 seat arena inside of this giant globe, or I should say moon, and then a 130,000 square foot casino as well, all of course with lunar themes. So all I can picture is like people walking around like take me to your leader, like so the moon, yeah, very interesting.
I think that's just a working name though right now.
Oh, got you. Okay. So they didn't get very creative on it, kind of like the unnamed show. But very cool. Honestly, if there's anything in Vegas, if it's going to be that kind of like kitschy theme, I would rather them do something cool and like all in than be like,
I mean, it's kind of
old
fun.
school kitschy Vegas. Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of hotels, so why not make it a little different? You know,
Yeah.
It's got its own.
Yeah, actually, thank you for the reminder. They're actually building it in 4 different places in the world. So they're actually building it in Middle East, China, Spain, and Las Vegas. So in all of America, they chose to do it in Las Vegas, which I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Are you going to
for sure.
slap it in the middle of Central Park in New York?
Yeah.
Probably not. And the cost of construction there, LA, same deal. So I think, hey, I would choose Vegas too. No, good job. But yeah, and so the nice thing is people from California are going to have an easy time getting here.
Yes,
on a high-speed train.
We're going to get the fast train.
Yeah.
Finally, they've been talking about it for so many years. So it's very, very exciting. And it's not just a high-speed train to Victorville. It's meant to continue onward to downtown LA or the Inland Empire. They haven't decided where they'll go from Victorville
for us,
after.
downtown LA.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
Some of these things that I think at first it'll be better for us than it is for them than it is for us.
Yeah.
I think it'll make people visiting Vegas have an easy way to get here, go park in Victorville, hop on the train, relax, enjoy their time, put their feet up. But for us, we get to Victorville. At first, it's going to be a little like,
get some franchise of car rentals in Victorville.
It's going to be like, okay, how do I get to LA now? Until they finally build it to hopefully not just the Inland Empire, but all the way through. So anybody who lives in the Inland Empire, no offense, but I hope it gets to downtown LA first.
Yeah. So that we can go to the beach after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's set to, once it's set, it will be a 3-hour ride from Vegas to California, wherever it ends up being. And yeah, it's very, very exciting. Sorry, I'm trying to read.
Well, even with
it's
going to actually cost the same as a car ride.
Yeah, or an airplane.
To LA, I mean, from LA to Vegas, which is amazing.
Yep.
Like that, they're going to be able to keep the prices that low.
You can just sit, have a glass of wine, just roam around, get up instead of just sitting in your car and having to concentrate.
And for me, that means
falling asleep.
I think you're right. The people coming from California, they're going to drive there, take the shuttle in, party in Vegas, head back, and then they're good. It's perfect.
Yeah, and it gives them somewhere to even relax on the way back to Victorville.
You don't use your car when you're in Vegas. So
no, not at all. Well, even on that point, that's a good point because even now, more so now, you're not going to have to use your car at all.
Yeah.
Because thanks to the Boring Company, who already started a whole underground tunnel between the convention center right now, throughout the convention center, they just got approved by the county to run the whole thing under the strip completely. So it'll go to all stadium areas, to the convention center, to anywhere on the strip.
That's so cool.
You'll be able to do it through the Boring Company's Vegas Loop. And it's going to be actually across the whole strip, north to south, not exactly east to west. It's not going to take you down all the way north to the old strip yet. But 15-mile dual loop system. And they approved a 50-year franchise agreement. So that means for the long haul, this thing should have a pretty long staying power. Hopefully it's not the monorail of the past where the monorail went bankrupt 16 times. But I think this one's got some staying power. And 51 stops in total, and you sit in a Tesla. You literally throw your feet back, and eventually they'll be autonomous. Right now, due to regulations and things like that, there's somebody sitting in the car and driving it. But the whole plan eventually, and besides Elon Musk taking over the world, is that they're supposed to have autonomous cars. You just get in, doors shut, and you take off, and nobody's driving. But I think for now, I know with the current loop, you need to have a driver. But maybe by the time this is done, that's not the case. I don't know. But it looks cool, and it's pretty exciting. You know who could actually ride this once she's got her show up and going? Is Celine Dion. Yeah.
Yes, she wouldn't have to move her muscles because she's had to delay her residency show for medical reasons. Yeah, her back. She's got. I'm guessing it's back. But for muscle spasm, she's had to take some time off. So her residency show will, for now, for the foreseeable future. My English today is just not. It's not here.
It's all good. It's better than my French.
For now has been delayed. So it's an indefinite hold. But we still have Carrie Underwood. That will be the first headliner to perform in the theater December 1st to December 11. Katy Perry follows from December 29th to January 15. And then it's Luke Bryan, y'all, from February 11th to February 26th.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a crazy lineup, especially if Celine would have been in the mix as well. It's still a great lineup. Carrie Underwood, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan. That's like three completely different types of singers. Because even Carrie Underwood, to me, has got some crossover. She's kind of pop country. Yeah. Luke Bryan's legit country. And then you got Katy Perry, who had... what was her first song? I Kissed a Girl or something like that. So completely different.
Pop, super pop.
Yeah, and totally pop. So it's kind of a nice little mix of singers. So HBO series, I actually haven't seen this yet. I know David has. There's an HBO series that Pahrump's zany, heartfelt TV station called Small Town News. So I guess there's only 95 independently owned news stations in America. And this is one that they decided to do a TV show about. So this is in Pahrump. He was working in Orange County and had a dream of opening his own station. So he opened it in Pahrump. And now I guess it's expanding to Henderson. Is that right, David?
Yeah. So we watched it. Me and my wife watched it last night, and the first episode killed us. It was amazing. And zany is the perfect word. But you learn to love all these characters in the show. But it's rural Pahrump, and this guy had this dream. And now the reason why I found this and even started watching it is they're expanding to Henderson. So this you'll get to see this on our TV stations here. So
cool.
It's a worth watching. If you're going through Netflix and different things, you can't find anything, go HBO, check this series out.
Check it out. Really, and if anything, it's one of 95 independently owned radio stations in the country. So it's going to be nice for him to open another one. Will that be 96 or does that still count? I don't know. Does it?
I don't know. Good
same
question.
Place. Yeah, and then eater.com, of course, our favorite place for anything information on food. What's going on with this?
Well, we're going to get a new fast food restaurant, but it's all plant-based. So it's kind of going to be like a McDonald's, but for vegan.
I love that they put vegan version of McDonald's.
Unofficially pitched as vegan version of McDonald's, and they're even serving Big Zac instead of a Big Mac. So
look at that.
Actually, it looks
I love
good.
it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm very intrigued to try it. But yeah, they're going to open 2 locations in the Northwest Valley. So that's very exciting for all of our vegan friends.
So is there already one open and then they're opening another one, or is there already 2? I didn't catch that, but I know there's one already open.
They opened one on Craig Road near US.
It just opened like a few days ago.
And then they're opening the second one, I think.
Hey,
we'll go check it out for lunch.
I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm open to eating vegetarian food, so I'll definitely give it a try. And if you want to hear more about anything to do with anything, then you text VIP to 702-553-1955. So text VIP to 702-553-1955. 702-553-1955. And what do they do if they want stuff about the market? What should they do?
Market update. We send them out weekly. If you want to know what's going on in the Las Vegas real estate market every week, you text market to 702-553-1955.
And of course, if you want food and drink specials, text DINE to 702-553-1955. So, hey, you want a burger at a vegetarian restaurant, you text DINE to 702-553-1955. Holy cow. So much going on. We've got a moon.
We're getting a moon.
We're getting a moon.
That's really
We've got
exciting.
underground tunnels. Like, what is going on in this city right now? We've got a train to nowhere, but they can come to us. So much going on.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Caroline.
Thank you for
And
having
of
me.
course, we will absolutely see you guys next week for the episode 18 of the Unnamed Show. But in the meantime, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.